Game show and trivia video games have been a passion of mine. These are games that I like to play all the time, even though I don't get to win various sums of money. It just lets me test my trivia and my general knowledge. Games like Jeopardy! 25th Anniversary Edition, which are playing on the GXTV, were some of my first experiences in console video game adaptations of trivia and or game show conversions. Jeopardy!, Wheel of Fortune, those were prevalent on the NES, along with games like Double Dare, which is one of my favorite game show games of all time. You get to the Super Nintendo, you get the same kind of things. Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune maintain their consistency, even getting into the PlayStation era from 1995 on, where we got two editions of both Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune, each of those having their own little contestant tryout modes where you could see whether you could actually get on the show, although the actual tryout modes, especially for Jeopardy!, are much, much harder. So we have our game show games, and we have our trivia games, and then we have something like this next game that I'm going to be unsealing for you that's a little more irreverent, a little more unusual, something definitely geared for the older people in the crowd and not necessarily for the kids. I am talking about You Don't Know Jack, which was released in 1999 for the Sony PlayStation. It was formerly a PC-only game. If you've never played You Don't Know Jack before, it is quite the ride. It's set up like your basic trivia game. You have someone, a host that reads the questions, gives you the answers. You have X amount of time to answer. The faster you answer, the more money you can make. Or if you're wrong when you answer quickly, it's more money you lose. But what's interesting about this game, there are two things. First of all, the host will give you a hard time from time to time. If you're playing alone, like I tend to do, he tends to pick on you for that, playing by yourself or playing with yourself, ha ha ha. Also, if you guess wrong answers, he'll deride you a little bit. And it's awesome. It is funny. The questions are funny. The questions are set up in such a way that their basic trivia knowledge or their modern trivia knowledge, some of them may be more advanced, but the way that the questions are presented really makes you think. And that's what I like about the game. There are also different modes of play, this or that questions, putting questions in the right sequence, things like that. This game, if you haven't played it, whether it's for the PC, whether it's for the PlayStation like I have here, there are great versions that came out in Generation 7 for Generation 7 consoles in the 360, the PS3, the Wii, and even the DS. These are games that I strongly recommend. And you can play newer versions of the game now. You can play them on Jackbox collections for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and now for the Nintendo Switch. And it's interesting that I'm opening this now because there is a brand new You Don't Know Jack game, which is going to be part of a future Jackbox, which I'm very, very excited about. But enough with the talk. Let's go ahead and let us get this sucker unsealed. This still has the security label on top. This is one of the things about buying PlayStation discs, PlayStation 2 discs. For a lot of these, you had to tear through those. But first, you had to get the plastic off. And for this one, it's pretty easy. So we're taking the plastic off here. Going to just kind of drop that on the floor for now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to open the security label. I'm going to try and keep this on there. I try and do that for games that have these on there, but it doesn't always work out. There we go. I have it completely peeled. Oh, more plastic. We'll get rid of that. So when we open the case, we have, this is actually a dual CD set, which is kind of cool. And it's not a CD set that's like that bigger box. This is a standard jewel case, which has kind of a flap that opens in the middle. So you saw CD1, and you can open it up, I believe. How does this open? This opens like this. Okay, so then you open it like that, and there is CD2, and you get the back of the guy's bald head. And me being bald, I can definitely appreciate the hairstyle. So there are two discs in this particular set. Plus, of course, you get the instruction manual, which we'll try and get out for you real quick here. The instruction manual has the bald, You Don't Know Jack guy on the front, again, approving the hairstyle. On the inside, it is black and white. Unfortunately, there is no color, but that's okay. And you really don't need to know much about the controls, as the host, Cookie Masterson, will walk you through how to play these. But questions on these are pretty interesting. For example, the this or that question, there's an example here that is listed. It says, I'm going to read off 7 names. And for each one, I want you to tell me if he was a vice president, a funk musician, or both. So if he was a vice president, you would press the square button. If he was a funk musician, you press the circle button. If it's both, you press X. That's probably going to be Bill Clinton if he's on here. I don't see it, but we'll get there. And you can skip it by pressing the triangle button. And the options were Hannibal Hamlin, Spiro Agnew, Bootsy Collins, Walter Mondale, Sly Stone, George Clinton. That one might get some people off because they see Clinton and they think Bill. And James Brown. So for each of those, you have to guess whether he's a vice president or a funk musician. And those are the kind of unique question styles that really make you think, and they're funny too. So inside the manual here, that's pretty much it. That's all you get. There's some technical information, a big bunch of credits here, which is kind of cool, so you can see who was responsible for the game. And of course, right in the dead middle of the manual, this was published by Sierra, by the way, so you get a Sierra warranty card that you can mail back. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Not really. They just want first name, last name, organization, if applicable. Say that 3 times fast. Daytime phone number, street address, city, state, country, zip, postal code, email address. So, of course, by 1999, more and more of us have those, even if it's an AOL.com address. And then additional comments. And then you would mail that back, and possibly you would get on Sierra's mailing list, and you would get some cool stuff. So, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot special about this. But what's interesting, at least to me, is just the fact that it's a trivia game that's set in the game show style to where you even get money out of it. But it is just so much fun to play. It doesn't feel stiff. Not that I dislike Jeopardy or even Wheel of Fortune because they're just so... the rules are set just as they are. You know the format. There are very few surprises unless the players bring them upon themselves. But with this, there are surprises around every corner. And especially with You Don't Know Jack here, it keeps track of all the episodes you've played. Your memory card tracks that, so you're not going to get repeat questions until you've played through every episode. So once you've done all of the episodes in the first disc, you're going to be prompted to go to the second disc. So there's a lot of content here. Very, very much worth having. And again, whether you get this version, whether you get a PC version, any of the Jackbox Games versions, or the one that I like best is the one that came out last generation, because there is some DLC for the PS3 and for the 360 that really extend the experience and is a lot of fun. So if you haven't played You Don't Know Jack, I strongly recommend it. If you've never experienced it before, be on the lookout for the latest Jackbox Party Games set, which will be coming out a little bit later this year. There's going to be some brand new You Don't Know Jack on there. I'm very excited about that. So thanks for watching this episode of Unsealed. This was a lot of fun. We have more stuff to open, and we will do that soon. Until the next time, my friends, see ya.